Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a flyer. So I'm thinking of like an introduction flyer. Sorry, my chair is squeaky. So I'm going to go onto the website. You're going to log on. So google.com. Go ahead and go to your drive. Right here under New, click on New. Slide down to More. Slide over to Google Drawings. What we're doing is we're opening up a blank Google Drawings. Google Drawings lets you make the flyers. Google Docs, you have to all the formatting issues, and Google Drawings just works beautifully. So the first thing you want to do is set up your page. I'm assuming, I like to assume that people might want to print, so we're going to change the settings to a size of a paper. And if you do that afterwards, then it's going to distort your flyer. So I always want to make sure to go into File, Page Setup, and set up your page. So we want to go Custom, and we want an 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11, and these are all the same thing I used to make those brochures in the class with the students. So very important to set up your page first. Okay, and you'll see that the background is checkerboard, and of course checkerboard is the same as transparent. So if I put this flyer on something, it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to take the color of the background I am applying it to, or it's going to just make the background automatically black, because black is nothing. So what you want to do is start with a white background. So you see my cursor is here. I'm going to right click, go down to backgrounds, slide over and pick white. Now my background is no longer checkered. It's white. Okay. And I like to start with something fun. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to go up to Insert, Word Art. And Word Art is so much better than a text box because you have more choices and you can make it beautiful. So let's say I'm just going to put my name. So Mrs. Danner. I'll act like it's a flyer for me. So you're going to put your name in that box, push enter. Now you see my name came up here. And as soon as your cursor turns into the cross with the arrows on all 4 points, you could hold and drag. And this is really a lot easier than changing the font size. So you see I can make myself huge and super small. Wish I could do that in real life. Haha. So as long as your blue indicating boxes around your working name, you could go up to your fonts and pick different fonts. So you could see right away, and the different fonts, you're going to have to adjust your name over to fit on the paper. So, and then we could fill, so right now automatically is blue. I don't want blue, so we have regular colors. We also have these colors. So, and you could always make your own color. So if you don't like any of these colors, go ahead and push plus, and then you could start with a red and see how it's red and orange, and then apply, and then your color will be like that. So there's so much creativity that you could do. Okay, so I got something I like, and I don't like that font, so I'm going to use a different one. Let's see. I know I could spend forever here decorating my flyer, let me tell you, because that's what I love to do. So, okay. I also could change the boldness, and if you notice right here where the pencil is, that is your outline color. So if I wanted a pink outline, the next option is how thick your outline is. And the next option is if you wanted it dotted. I'm going to stay with straight. I'm going to stay with something 1 or 2. And I like black. A black outline will make it pop. You don't have to use the outline, but it just makes it easier when you're printing. Okay. Now I want another one. So I want to write welcome. Now the reason you don't want to put too much in your insert word art, let me give you an example of what you don't want to do. So I want to insert word art, and if I say, oops, I type something wrong. Welcome to Mrs. Danner's class. Okay, so if you do too much all together, you're going to have less leeway for it's going to all be squished together. So my advice to you is keep it simple and short and do multiple ones. So insert word art, welcome, enter. That way I could just, and then insert word art to my class. That's not too much. Okay, so welcome to my class. Welcome to my class. Okay. Now remember, you want to fill these in with your color choices and your outline line or not, either way. And then, I know this is not exactly how I would do it. I'm just trying to show you little tricks. So now there's a few little tricks you could do. If you know you like this font right here on the welcome and the color, and you don't want to go back and try to find all of that, what you're going to do is on the keyboard, you're going to hold Control. So push Control on your keyboard, click and drag, and I automatically have another welcome. So then I could say to my class, and voila, I have the exact same colors. And I don't have to go back and try to match it with the other one. Okay, so now if you already have insert word art on there and you want to make a change, you double click, and then when that second box pops up, that's when you could type in and it'll change it. Okay, so let's review. Insert word art, box around it to make it active. You got your fill color, your outline and your outline thickness, and your font style. So you have all those choices. If you like something, whoop, oh sorry, just banged my tripod. If you like something, and if it's more than one, you click and push down Control, click, and then drag. And then I automatically have a duplicate. I use this a lot when I want to do like a black shadow effect, because then I could have exactly the same. I'll show you how that looks. So I'm going to click on welcome, click, hold down Control, click on my next one, and then drag. Now I have a duplicate. I could go in here and make it black and go back up and put it on on top. Now if I right click, now I haven't clicked on anything else. Those two cells are still activated. So I'm going to right click, and right here under order, I'm going to send it to the back. Now I could just use my arrows on my keyboard, and I have a cool little, anyway, you can't do any of this with Google Docs. So another way to copy it is if I highlight, so make sure you get the whole thing, and then right click, copy, right click, paste, and I have a copy. So there's a few different ways that you can copy what you've already made. And then I'm going to delete this. So I'm going to highlight it all, push delete on my keyboard. Okay, so your flyer is not going to say welcome Miss Danner. Your flyer is going to say welcome to 3rd grade Miss England's class. Something like that. Now I would want a picture. So I'm going to go up to insert a shape, slide over, and I'm making a shape. Everything comes out blue. Remember, you could go back in, fill it with a different color, put a border around it if you wish. Okay. Well, so what I'm doing right now is I'm making a little frame because I want to put my picture in there, and I want to remember to do that. I don't really like that. So maybe I want my picture right here. So this is going to be a picture. Okay, now you have a choice. For your actual introduction letter, now I would not use word art. I would use your text box. So go back up to insert and click text box. My cursor is a solid plus, so I'm going to click, drag. And now I have just a normal text box as you would have in Google Docs. So you have your font size and your type, and you could start your letter. Welcome to 3rd grade, blah, 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 and then you're going to type your letter. Okay, whoops. That's what happens when you push too many things. Okay, so you're going to type whatever you want to type. Everything you want to say. And then I like to go back and then make it beautiful. So I'll highlight everything and say that's way too small. So what's a 36 look like? Good. We could grab these corners and make it higher or lower. Okay, let's say that's the body of my letter. What else does my letter need? Maybe contact information. So I could insert word art or the text box. So I'm going to do text box. Remember, I have a black plus, click drag, and then here's my contact information. Contact, join us on Facebook. If you have a Facebook page, you could put your link for your Facebook page there. And that's small. I like small, but not that small. So let's make it bigger. And maybe a different font because that is our footer. Okay, so now looks pretty good. Actually, it doesn't look good, but you get my drift. Let's see. I want to put my picture in. Maybe I don't want this box. I'm not sure if I want this box. I'm going to slide it over here. This is like sliding something off of in front of you that you're working on and it's still on your desk. This will not show up on when you download it, but it'll, right now while you're working, you could put it there. So I want to insert a picture. So we have two ways. We could go to images. If you have something on the web, you could search for it. The things that you search on here this way are all usable links from Google, and there's no copyright infringements when you insert from Google. Another way of doing it is image upload from my computer. So I have Miss Hale's picture from a couple years back. So I clicked on it, push enter, and there's a beautiful picture of Miss Hale. Ooh, I like that better than my box, so I'm going to get rid of my box by clicking on it. Blue box is highlighted, so push delete. And another way you could do it is open up a new link and search for, you know, I love my clip art stuff. Female, oops, I don't have my glasses on. Teacher clip art. Click on images. And let's see, I like all of them. I think I've used this one before. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to grab one. And if I shake it, I know I have it. Do not put it in the drop here. Go up, 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 up off your screen to your red one, which is your Google Drawings. See how my screen switched? Don't drop it too soon or you'll lose it. And then when you get down to your paper, drop it. And now I have this icon. So this one actually has a little shadow background. If you want something transparent, you could click on Tools, Color Transparent, and that should give you a transparent. You could also search for Female Teacher Clip Art Transparent Background, and either one should work. Of course, not everything works like we want. So I got this one. Drag it up off the screen like you're leaving the screen. And then when you get onto your paper, drop. And that one's supposed to be transparent background, but I could see that it's not. Okay, so once you like your flyer and it's all beautiful, what you're going to do is name it. So, welcome flyer. Welcome flyer. And then we're going to go to File. And if you want it to be like a flyer picture that you could upload into a document or on our website or anything. Whoop, did it again. I'm going to go to Download and you're going to push PNG. That's for photos. You also have PDFs for everything that I did on the website. All those icons I made, I did all in PNGs. And now my flyer is right here. So if I was to add that to our website, I'm going to open up our website to show you how easy it is for me to put it on here. Here's our website. And right now you guys don't have access to the website, but I'm just showing you an example. I have my flyer here. I click, hold, drag, drop. Voila. So if you have your own website page or your Facebook page, you can see how beautiful and how that stands out. I think it's really nice. Maybe not so much the wording, but the colors. It's really eye-catching. Okay, so I gotta delete that. Anyway, that's how to make a flyer. That should get you started. Let me know if you need help.